Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses. Welcome to your halfway mark reading for the year 2026, you guys. We're a little more than halfway in. I'm recording this in July, so I think we have like 5 more months, right? July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, 5 more months of this year. Crazy. Okay. We are going to look at what the rest of this year is bringing to your fertility journey, the outcome of your journey this year, and whatever else Spirit wants to just throw in there for the rest of 2026 in your fertility journey energy. Okay. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you guys who are new, I know I have a lot of new subscribers, a lot of new goddesses and gods who have joined the Fertility Goddess family. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. My name is Janessa, also known as my Fertility Goddess, and I am so happy that you are here. Make sure that you subscribe to the family or join the family by subscribing. And then if you want even more in-depth messages or just fun exclusive readings or 2-week wait readings, because I do those exclusively too in our membership here on YouTube, just click the join button after you click subscribe. Okay. And I think the first tier starts at like $2.99, and I think the second one is like $5.99. So really reasonable with a lot of value. So if you are interested in getting more messages than my normal, check us out there. Okay. If you are ready to dive into this reading, so am I. So let's dive in. Okay. We have 3 different piles. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Go ahead and select whichever card or pile you are feeling most drawn to. You may have also been drawn to the thumbnail and the design on one of the piles for the thumbnail. All the timestamps are down below in the description box and in the comment section if you're ready. If you're not, no worries. Take your time, pause the video, take a couple of deep breaths, ground your energy, and choose whichever pile you feel is most like pulling you in. I like to choose the card that feels like it's drawing me into it. It's magnetic, okay? That's how I know that that's mine. I actually have a friend who chooses her pile by going to a random number generator, and that's how she gets hers. So, there's various ways to get your pile selected, but to each their own. Pause the video if you need to at this point. We're going to jump into the readings, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number 1. Welcome to your halfway mark reading. This is for your fertility journey. So if you're here, you are either curious, trying to conceive, potentially pregnant, right? Watching this video. Now, I'm going to dive straight in because I do have quite a few cards to get through with you. We're going to this will be pretty in depth. So we're going to go ahead and look at the overall energy for the next 5 months, 6 months. Okay, just depends on when you're watching this or less, right? For your journey. And then we're going to go month by month. So I'll do August, September, October, November, and December for 2026, the overall energy, and then seeing if I'm picking up pregnancy for you, and we'll even get some tiny messages. So like I said, quite a bit. So let's dive right in. But before we do so, I'd just like to say, this is a collective reading. Okay, so everything will not resonate with you, and that's perfectly okay. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. This is meant for entertainment purposes, of course. This is meant to help guide you, help you tune into your own intuition. So use this as a tool for such, okay? And if you would like to connect with me one-on-one, of course, any services that I'm offering are going to be listed in the link listed in the comment section and in the description box. So pile number 1, the overall energy, okay, that I'm seeing here for your fertility journey throughout the rest of 2026. I'm laughing because this is the first time that I'm seeing this card, and I'm like tuning into, the first thing I heard was havoc. Okay, havoc. If it's seeming a little bit chaotic. Okay, it's seeming like it may take a little bit of time for us to get our feet on the ground. But of course, I have some pre-selected cards here, and I want to like lay them all out. Look at the energy as a whole before I actually start diving in. So let's just see. The first card that I have here is the Devil energy. The next card we have here says, the time we spend together will create great memories for the future. We also have Back on Track. Loving that. Okay. Okay. We also have 2 of Cups. Harmony, partnership, possible twin pregnancy, embracing connections. This is going to bring positive energy to your journey. Loving that. And then we have idea, inspiration, suggestion, and vision. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful energy. So I am feeling like it was a bit, I want to say start off a bit chaotic. And I say start off, I'm tuning in from July through December. So right now in the month of July, you could be feeling a little like, okay, a little wishy-washy energy is what I'm feeling here. Maybe even going into the month of August. I do feel like Capricorn season is going to be really, really, really big for you guys. It's so funny. We actually have a Two of Cups here, which is Cancer season, which is June, July, and then we have Capricorn season, which is December, January. So your messages might actually extend a bit more than just the July through December. We could go out a little bit into January, beginning of next year, and we could also be starting a little earlier than July. So just take the messages as they resonate for you. But I do feel like the overall energy here within the next 6 months of your journey to baby is you guys are getting back on track. There's an idea that comes to you. It seems like, I love how we have the devil energy here and then we have the Two of Cups energy here, because with the devil energy, we will have the partners on the card. And then the Two of Cups energy is typically the imagery is two people as well. And in the Two of Cups, they're in harmony. They're in alignment. They're working together, it says you and your partner have a shared emotional commitment to creating a child aligned with your heart's desires. You will overcome health concerns. And then we have the devil energy where you guys are both kind of like, hanging on by a thread. The devil energy can represent obsession. It can represent toxic energy even, maybe not being on the same page. Like I was picking up that wishy-washy going back and forth. And so I feel like over the next 6 months, there's an overall energy where you guys come to the same, you guys come into a deeper understanding together. It feels like you guys are getting back on track, like it says here, through a shared idea. Through a shared idea. I actually have my cord plugged up, so the fact that I hit my cord while I was like moving my hands around, I feel like there may be some, like I said, rockiness here over the next 6 months. Things may not go as planned. You might have to like feel things out. You may do things that your partner doesn't completely agree on, and your partner may do things that you may not completely agree on. There may even be substances involved, drinking, smoking, doing things that maybe one person's like, I don't think we should do this if we're trying to conceive. The other person's like, whatever, like this is what I want to do. And it could just very well be, doesn't have to be an argumentative time. It could just be like it says here, we're spending time creating great memories together, right? So could be birthdays, could be holidays, the end of the year can be full of sweets, treats, and substances, right? So just depending on what you're celebrating. So I feel like, there may be, a period of time where you guys are like, we outside, right? We hanging out during the summertime. We're going on vacation. We're kind of slacking off on our healthy eating. We're doing certain things. And I feel like, even when there are rocky times, no matter what it is for you, because it's a collective reading, of course, Spirit is saying, don't worry, you guys are going to get back on track. Okay. You guys are going to come together. It's going to be a suggestion. There's going to be a vision. There's going to be some sense of inspiration. Someone's going to feel inspired to do something and it's going to inspire the other, or there's going to be a vision that someone has, and whether it's you or your partner, and you guys are going to share it with each other, and you're going to be like, what, yeah, we should do that, right? I'm also hearing like, there could be some a starting point over the next 6 months where you guys are, really like you come to an agreement on like, okay, on this is a month that we're going to like get back on track. Like we're going to stop playing around, and we are going to, we're gonna bunker in. Is it called bunker in? No, hunker. Is it hunker in? Child, I don't even know. I think it's bunker in. I don't know. But basically I'm hearing we're going to like lock in, right? We're going to lock in. If we're not pregnant by this month, then we're going to do A, B, and C, right? And I feel like you guys come to this agreement together with the Two of Cups energy, okay? If there are any health concerns, right? The devil energy is here. There could definitely be like someone's really obsessed with getting pregnant, or someone is really in tune with like, really like focused on the idea of conceiving a child. And with that being the case here, it feels like, if there are health concerns, or there's like toxic energy within the body, okay, an imbalance of something, imbalance of hormones. I don't want to say it's toxic, but what I'm seeing is like there could be something that's causing some sort of like delay or stagnicity, something of that line, and I see that you guys are going to be overcoming that too over the next 6 months. So the next 6 months is looking really bright. Okay, I'm looking at the what is that called? A light bulb there. Okay, I'm looking at the light bulb here, and it's interesting because you guys actually, December could be significant, because I'm looking at the number 41 here. 4 plus 1 is 5, and the 5th month, like 5 months out from now, is December. So right? We're in July, so August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, December. So November, December could be really significant when it comes to like maybe things smoothing out for you, or that's when you guys decide like, hey, we're locking in, okay? But I do feel like there is a health concern that you are also working on or tending to over time, whether it's on your end or on your partner's end, okay? So beautiful energy here. I'm actually going to clean this up because I want to now get a what is it called? I want to get a card for each month. Okay, I'm gonna put the devil card back because that card may want to come out again. So let's see what we have here. So this is gonna be for, you know what, actually, since I have cards selected from this deck, I'm gonna use another deck to pull from for each month. I'm gonna use a full tarot deck here. Give me a second. So we have all the cards to choose from versus the ones that are already pre-selected. So for the other piles. So pile number 1 here. Let's get a card for each month. I'm actually gonna skip over the month of July. We're just gonna move straight into August. So let's see what we have here coming through. The overall energy for you in the month of August 2026, Spirit, when it comes to their fertility journey. What is their overall energy? Pile number 1, overall energy. What is happening in the month of August for them? What is happening in the month of August 2026 for pile number 1? What are we looking at? Thank you. 7 of Cups. Okay, so for the first month we're diving into, I'm seeing the 7 of Cups energy. Bottom of the deck we have the Lovers. Yeah. So we have options. Okay, definitely, like I was picking up, I feel like, you know, August is when there's a lot of distractions, basically, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, 7 of Cups, there are going to be, maybe you're going on vacation in August, or maybe there are many things that you guys want to do together. I'm really picking up vacation, so I'm really picking up like family trips, you know, going to concerts, going to events, going to a festival. You know, I'm seeing a lot of summer activities, things that may be pulling you away from each other. This could be other things too, such as like business opportunities, traveling for business and different things like that. But I do feel like there are going to be like distractions or reasons why this may not be the best time, right, for conceiving, or this may not be, things are not lining up, like we're missing, like we're not having intercourse during my fertile window. Like there's like different things that are coming up here. I see that there are other focuses, is basically what I see here with the 7 of Cups. Now I also feel like during the month of August, this is when you guys are going to make a decision. I feel like you guys are going to, like, you know, make a decision. This could be when you have the conversation like, hey, we have all these different options. You know, maybe you're having a conversation surrounding what you've been doing up until this point, and if things have been working, and if not, let's move forward with something else, right? That's kind of what I'm getting here. The Lover's energy is a really big decision that can be made amongst the couple. Okay, you guys both bringing in your own ideas, bringing in your own feelings, your own, you know, yeah, basically that, and coming together and having an intense conversation is what it feels like, that helps you, you know, explore your options. And I see that you're doing that in the month of August. Okay, now for some of you guys, I am picking up that the exploring of the options is literally you're stepping out of the traditional way of getting pregnant. It feels like you're exploring different options in a way that is more so of like you're looking into IVF, looking into IUI, looking into home insemination, looking into surrogacy, adoption, like looking into a donor. Like you guys are looking into different things, whether it's in that category or it's in regards to healing, how to heal your body, how to support your body, what to do best, right? But I do feel like, once again, there's like this up in the air energy when it comes to the month of August. And so no wonder I was picking that up, because it is starting off that way. Okay, now I do want to pull another card here from the Tea Leaf Oracle deck to clarify what I'm seeing here for the month of August, Spirit. Clarify more, tell us more about their fertility journey. Okay, so we have compliments from an admirer. Okay, loving that. And let's get one more here. What else is going on when it comes to their fertility journey? Thank you. We have lighthearted, carefree time. Yeah, so I don't really feel like August is going to be a let's focus in on trying to conceive type of month. Okay, definitely feel like you guys are sprucing yourselves up. You guys are the main attraction, main focus. You're complimenting your partner is complimenting you in a very good way. Whether this is like you guys literally complimenting each other's energy, or your partner giving you more, like giving you things. Like I'm getting, with the bouquet here, literally receiving flowers from your partner, or receiving your flowers in a way when they say like, give them their flowers. It's like your partner may actually be pouring into you. Okay. Yeah, look, the jug. Yeah, pouring into you in the month of August, and you pouring into your partner, and then you guys pouring into yourselves. Okay, that's really what I'm feeling here. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have you on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So some of you guys are at a state where, you've done so much, you've put in a lot of energy, effort up until this point. You're not pregnant as of yet. So you're like, you know what, let's take a mini break. Let's take some time for ourselves. Let's focus on our relationship. Let's focus on, I'm gonna leave this out here too. Let's focus on our relationship. Let's focus on, healing ourselves, pouring into ourselves, having fun. And yeah, I'm loving that energy. So for the month of, I'm also getting two in August within the mess. It says compliment him and admire. I feel like this could also be, this is giving like outside looking in energy. So this could be someone else on the outside looking into your relationship, and like, I don't know, like you're either getting compliments from others because it's like all eyes on you, like you guys are the life of the party, you guys are shining, glowing, having fun, like you're getting your zest for life back. Okay, or this is like they're looking and giving you advice when it comes to getting pregnant. Okay, when it comes to your fertility journey, they're like, they're from the outside looking in, they have some suggestions. So there could be like some suggestions that are given to you as well in the month of August. September, what is September looking like for pile number 1 when it comes to their fertility journey, spirit? The overall energy, King of Swords. Ooh, okay. So it feels like we're getting a little more serious here, okay, with the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the energy of objectivity. We push our emotions to the side. We're looking at the facts. We have a bird's eye point of view. We're looking at an overview of things here. And bottom of the deck, yeah, 9 of Wands. So we're really looking at like, okay, what's going on here? Why are we struggling? Why have we been, experiencing certain things? And so I want to see with the tea leaf oracle cards, like what else is coming through for the month of September. I feel like we're getting to the bottom of things here, okay? I feel like we're putting some of our wands down. We have 9 wands here, and I feel like we're getting ready to get up. We're getting ready to do something different. We're getting ready to leave some wands behind because we've been carrying too much. It's what it feels like here. Okay, we have you will be playing a different role. Yes, okay. Some of you guys may also be working with a fertility specialist, okay, or working with someone who is like the role that you're shifting into is like, I'm no longer trying to do it all, okay? We have Horse, short journey. Yeah, you're taking you guys, I feel like what you're doing is you're taking a lot of the pressure off of yourselves, okay? I love short journey because that's making me feel like we're cutting time in half, right? I'm hearing cutting time in half, and we're cutting down on the time it takes for us to get pregnant. That's what I'm seeing here. Let's see what else we have here. And we have dog far away. A distant friend is thinking of you. Yeah, you guys definitely have a lot of support, and I feel like that your support is showing up in different ways, in various ways. And I feel like they're tuning into like what's going on in your lives. For some of you guys, I do feel like in the month of September, there's going to be a significant experience or significant event that occurs. And you guys it could be you decide to go and work with a fertility specialist and a close friend that may be in distance, okay, a friend, or even for some, this is like your parents. I feel like they may send you a card, or they may send you like a little gift basket, or I'm seeing someone receive a crystal bracelet, like a pregnancy or fertility bracelet in the mail. Like I'm seeing someone that is like thinking of you far away, sending you like a gift, letting you know, like, we're here, I'm here to support you, you guys don't have to do this alone. But one thing I do see here is like, for this pile, I do feel like you and your partner are in it to win it. Like that's what I'm really getting here. It's like you guys are really in it to win it. And I keep hearing like throw the hat away, or throw away hat. It's like I'm hearing. So it's like you're taking the hat. You may have been wearing many hats, and I feel like you're taking all those hats. Do you guys remember the book hats for sale. I think it was a book, and then I think at one point it was like a little movie too. They made it to like a short film or something, but hats for sale. And he was like selling all these hats. And I don't really remember the storyline, but I do remember at one point he had hats stacked all the way up to the sky, and that's what I'm seeing. And I feel like you guys are making the decision to like take off all these different hats, all these different roles you were playing, and like, and delegate and let someone else take precedence, right? Take the lead. And that feels like to me it's going to be fertility specialist with the King of Swords. Or the King of Swords can also represent someone who's like gone to school, like they're educated, they're an expertise in their field. So it doesn't have to just be a fertility specialist. It could be like, we're going to a reproductive urologist, we're going to a reproductive endocrinologist, we're going to a naturopath, we're going to someone who specializes in traditional Chinese medicine, specifically for fertility, right? So it's like someone who's an expert, like they know what they're doing, they've done this before, they've helped multiple couples, and you're like, okay, I don't have to try to figure it out any longer. There's only one role that I am meant to play in this scenario. And the same thing for your partner. They're like, there's only one role that I'm meant to play in this scenario, so let me play my role. Okay. I love that. It feels a lot less stressful. It's really giving fall energy, which I love because I love the fall season, and it typically starts like around September, October, where I am. So I'm loving that for you guys because it really feels like you get to fall back a bit, okay, in September. Now, in the month of October, okay, we have a little bit of disappointment coming in. 5 of Cups energy, bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands. Wow. So a decision that you've made or a decision that you are being faced with, okay. Yeah, we have the 8 of Cups beneath the 2 of Wands. So it feels like you're having to make a decision to walk away from something, and you're feeling a bit anxious. Like this is the energy that I'm feeling here in the month of October. Okay, you're making this decision. I just heard so loud and clear, change of plans. So I feel like for some of you guys, the decision that you are needing to make is like you're needing to agree to a change of plans in some way. And this is where that rockiness energy comes in that I was picking up for over the 6 months. It feels like this is when we're looking back on the past and we're thinking about, like past decisions we've made, and like, oh, I don't know, because last time I made this decision, it didn't work, or last time I said this and this didn't happen, etc., etc. And so what I'm seeing here is that through, you having this decision that needs to be made, it's like you start questioning it, right? You start questioning this decision. You start feeling this is a deep thinking period, I feel like, for you in the month of October. Please take your time is what I'm hearing. There's no rush is what I'm hearing, okay? Whatever decision you choose, as long as you make the decision based off of what you are intuitively feeling and what you feel most passionate about, not what you are fearful of, okay? There is a little bit of emotion here, I do feel, in regards to the decision that is being made. And I feel like it's going to bring in blissful energy, okay? I don't know, I keep being drawn to this disco ball, so disco balls could be significant. I don't know why, but they may be significant. Or bright lights, something like that. Could be headlights. I'm hearing deer in headlights, so you could also feel that way too in the month of October. You may feel like, oh, like what, like I'm hearing somebody say, God, what now? Like what now? Like what do I have to do? Why are we being faced with this decision now? I'm hearing too, like for some of you guys, this is about the procedure, or if you're going to do IUI, IVF, or something along those lines. Is maybe you were planning to do it in October, but you have to push it back. Maybe there's a decision that needs to be made, and your doctor's like, okay, well, I think we have a best chance of success if we choose to go this route versus this route, but then that causes you to have to wait a little bit longer, okay? And the beautiful thing about the Five of Cups card, I love this card because although it can represent feeling disappointed because of things that did not go as planned, it also, there's like hidden gems there. There's like hidden treasures. So what I'm seeing with the 5 of Cups energy is that, there is this energy here of you have no idea how good it's about to get for you, okay? But you are definitely being faced with a decision. Like, it's like, what was it? Oh, there was this movie. I can't remember what it was called, but I was watching this movie. It's an old movie, and it was about this boy in a library. In the library, like, the books come to life, and the guide was actually telling the little boy, like, he was going to be faced with 3 things. And I was telling my husband, I'm like, wow, like, that's like in life. Like, we're faced with adventure. I think it was adventure, fantasy, and one other thing. And that's what I feel like for you guys. It's like you guys are being, pushed through challenges and hurdles and learning lessons along the way. And it's not just straight to the point. It hasn't been straight to the point for you, and so what I'm seeing here is like this is one of those times where you're gonna have to make a decision, and the decision is not meant to be a standstill, like end all into the road type of thing. It's meant to be a navigator. The decision is meant to be a navigator. Unfortunately, you guys have to make the decision, so it's a little bit more difficult because then we start asking ourselves, am I making the right decision, right? That is really where we start pausing at, because we're like, am I making the right decision? And so I see here that you are. I do strongly feel like you will make the right decision. I am hearing allow emotion to pour into it just a bit, but don't let it overflow. Don't let it overrun your decision, okay? But allow it to influence your decision, because your emotions are your strong point, is what I'm hearing, okay, for the month of October. So let me get a couple more cards here to see what else is going on in the month of October for you guys. Angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. Yes, okay, this is, I'm loving this reading, because literally, like, with the protection from harm, this is reminding me of like what I always hear, which is redirection is God's protection, okay, and rejection as well. And it does not mean that it's a delay, does not mean denied, okay? So I feel like that's the case here. We have stepping into a new experience. So this is new for you guys, it's something new, but your angels are surrounding you. Your spirit team is surrounding you. This is divinely led. Look at that happiness, okay? Like I said, I definitely see here that you guys are being heavily supported by the divine, and the decisions that you make is going to lead to happiness, okay? It is going to lead to, you're going to be happy with the decision that you make, okay? So try not to put too much pressure on yourself when you are being, it almost feels like you're given an ultimatum. It almost feels like the person you're working with, or the conversation you have with your partner is like, okay, well, I guess we have to choose this or that, right? And the decision that you make, you're going to be happy with, okay? Let's see, November. What is November looking like for their fertility journey? I love it. 4 of Wands, okay? We are moving on up. We are moving forward. 4 of Wands is a leveling up energy. It's evolution. It's evolving. It's a celebration that's being had because there's something beautiful, something positive that has occurred. So this is such a beautiful energy to see here. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. I'm loving it, because Judgment energy is Scorpio energy. Okay, Scorpio season is October, November. So there could very well be a celebration to come around October, November for you guys, potentially pregnancy. We're going to, of course, get some more information here. And then I'll also be pulling for timing for you guys at the end of your reading. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But let's see what is going on here. What are we celebrating, Spirit? What are we celebrating? Okay, so we have Rat. It says someone working against you behind your back, and I'm hearing no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So I definitely feel like you are being brought, something's being brought to your attention here of something or someone who was trying to work against you, or maybe you had shared something with someone. So take this and listen, so that you don't have to go through this, because even though I'm predicting this, that doesn't mean you have to actually experience it if you take the advice and guidance that Spirit gives you, okay? So what I'm hearing is that just be mindful of what exactly, just zip it up, right? Be mindful of what you're saying and who you're sharing your good news with. Everybody's not going to be happy with you or happy for you, okay? Even there's like women celebrating here on this card with her, and 1 or 2 of these women could be struggling with their own fertility, and they could be envious, okay? So the thing that I have learned about being on a journey to baby myself is that there are times where I was happy for others and sad for myself. And then there were times where I was ecstatic for others and sad for myself, or hopeful for myself, okay? The emotions, they come and they go, right? And they rock and they roll. They're never the same. They're never constant, right? That's the beautiful thing about emotions as well. But that's also why you want to be mindful of what you share with who and when, okay? So just be mindful of that. Now, know if you're working with me, you book a reading with me, know that I'm gonna be ecstatic for you every single time. Now, the emotion that I may have for myself, it may be a bit different, right? Sometimes it may be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for that to be me. And sometimes I may be like, oh my gosh, I just got a negative test. Like, you know, because you just never know what people are experiencing and when they're experiencing it. So just know that if you let me know, we gonna celebrate, and I'm truly be happy for you, because I've learned, I'm aware. I have that awareness of I know how to differentiate. I know how to separate myself from that. I have to detach. And so not everyone knows that, because they're not in that space. They don't understand it on a deeper level. They don't understand it. They're not, I call this like emotional intelligence, if you will, because I had to become intelligent. I had to become, I had to accept that I cannot control the emotions that flow in, right? And a lot of times we want our friends and our family members to be happy for us, and et cetera, et cetera. And sometimes they don't know how to do that. Okay, so please be mindful of who you share, what you share. You are getting some good news in the month of November. Everyone does not need to know. Okay, Spirit is letting you know right now. We have finger warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. Yeah, please do not ignore this, okay? Because this warning is literally letting you know that this can be avoided. This can be avoided, or it can become a problem in the future, okay? Or now. We have spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Yeah, I literally just poured all of that, okay? And bottom of the deck here, we have the goldfish. Ooh, I love it. It says increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Beautiful energy, okay? So the celebration could also be a new home. It may be you and your partner leveling up in some way, a new job, a promotion of some sort, and you guys being able to afford, you know, I feel like this could also be financially with this material wealth. It could be you guys being able to afford a procedure, being able to pay for something being covered for you, a financial windfall even, okay? And of course, it's being a fertility reading and me getting like the celebration card and the material, the growth, right? The material energy being present. There could very well be an addition coming into your family, and even with the goldfish here, okay? Because with the goldfish present, fish, okay, fish, oh sorry, trying to get it to not be blurry, but it's okay. Fish are literally it's like a sign of pregnancy, of fertile energy, especially if you dream of fish, or if someone else is dreaming of fish with you in the dream, or they just have a feeling it's you, okay? It just depends on each person is different. But yes, I am loving this for you. This is amazing. Okay, so definitely seeing a possibility of pregnancy November. Like I was saying earlier, did I say November, December? I think I did. I said Capricorn season for you guys. So November, December, January could be really significant for conceiving, finding out you're pregnant, okay, getting that positive pregnancy test, yeah, a successful procedure even, okay, because I see you're moving to the next level, okay. You're also becoming wiser, stronger, more understanding, more aware of who you are hanging out with and their intentions. Like you are, I heard blind joy, and that blind joy is being like the rose colored glasses are being lifted in the month of November as well, okay. All right, guys, let's see here. We have our last month we're going to look at, and this is December. So let's see what we have coming in here for the month of December for you. December 2026, what is it looking like for their fertility journey, Spirit? What is the overall energy for December 2026? We have the Queen of Wands, okay? The Queen of Wands, loving it, okay? Fertile energy, positive energy. We have the Eight of Pentacles wanted to come out with it. I feel like you are, I don't know, it feels like you are pouring into yourself, pouring into your journey, but I also feel this energy of like, it feels like you're going for it, like you are moving forward with something. So in the month of November, there could be forward movement, and in the month of December, you're going for it. You're making the investment. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of practice makes perfect. So you could be doing another round of something, another round of IVF, another round of IUI. It feels like whatever it is that you're doing, it is going to be prosperous, okay, with the Eight of Pentacles being here, but you are nurturing something. You are watering your journey. You're pouring into your journey, energetically, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, even, okay, with the Pentacles here and that material wealth. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Hermit. Okay, so for the Hermit energy, I definitely feel like you have learned, you have pulled away from others in November. December seems like there's going to be a time where we're kind of keeping things to ourselves. We're saying what needs to be said, but we're not really telling many people. Now, for very few, I do feel like you are going to be pregnant in the month of December. I do feel like with the Queen of Wands is giving that pregnancy glow. She's also one of the most fertile women in the tarot deck. So I feel a lot of fertile energy. So if you aren't pregnant during that time, during the month of December, you may be conceiving that month for sure. And of course, this is not going to be everyone. I would love for it to be everyone, but I do feel that energy for someone here. And also, I feel like, if this is you, you could live on a farm. You could have like a big field area near you. You could buy directly from a farm, okay, versus like buying from the store. You may also be someone who likes to hike, camp. I don't know, I'm getting a lot of outdoors energy. We also have the Wands energy, so you could be a fire sign, and earth energy here. So we have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, as well as Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So those can be your sun, moon, or rising sign, or Venus sign. The other thing that I'm seeing here, I'm seeing cows. So cows could be significant. Moo, okay, moo, the sound moo could be significant in some way. Whether you saw them, you have a cow, or a bull, or you've seen videos or photos of them, or you heard the sound that they make, okay, like those are all significant. Sunflowers are also significant, okay. That can be, if that is for you, that part of the reading is for you. I'm hearing sunflowers. You could have recently received sunflowers from someone, or you could have given them to somebody, okay, or planted them yourself and you're nurturing your garden. But yeah, so this is what I'm seeing here as far as the month of December. It feels very much like we're I heard the pursuit of happiness. How cute. But I wonder if there's gonna be another movie like that. Interesting. Something about maybe a happy movie coming out in the month of December. Okay, something about that. Happy movie. You go see a happy movie, or a movie that makes you happy in December. I'm literally hearing somebody like went and did a procedure, and then right after that they went on a date with their spouse, and they went to a movie. Okay, and you found out you're pregnant. Like, you either find out you're pregnant in December, or you conceived from a procedure or something that occurred in December. Okay, you could have even conceived naturally through a date night that occurred, right? A movie night in the month of December. So let's see, what else is December looking like, Spirit, for their fertility journey? What do we have here? February. Interesting. Okay, so we have February coming through as a strong month, a significant month for you. March. Interesting. We have the months coming out. Okay. And let's get one more card here. February and March. So something is happening. And Gong, an exciting event. Wow. Okay. So we have, and then we have affairs with your family underneath. So there could be something happening with your family in the month of March, in the month of February. Okay. This upcoming February or March is what I am picking up on, but I kind of feel like Spirit may be talking about this February or March as well. Okay, so which would be interesting, because actually if you conceived in March, you would be due in December. So that could also align with someone. If you're not pregnant by 2026 December, okay, you could actually be due in 2027 December. Okay, and conceive in the month of March or February. Okay, you could even be due November by conceiving in February of 2027. And I think I said you may, like, the first few months of the next year may be significant. So that could very well be the case for this pile, if you are not pregnant by the end of 2026. Okay. Also, I was picking up someone is going to be having like a big family event in the month of February or March with their family. You could be making an announcement. I feel like you may, you know what? This is an announcement. And you could have like, what's in February? Valentine's Day. It could be a Valentine's Day pregnancy announcement. So when you find out you're pregnant, if you find out you're pregnant in December or in November. Do not tell your family until you are past your first trimester, is what this is giving here, okay? Or your friends, because an exciting event affairs with your family, it seems like there's going to be like a gathering. Like I was picking up a family reunion. You could be having that in February or March, but I really do feel like this could be you announcing to your family in February or March that you're pregnant, okay, around St. Patrick's Day. I don't know why I'm getting like themed announcements. So Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, that could be when you make your announcement, or you could have like that type of theme of an announcement. Someone here, you and your family, you guys go out, or for some like you for a holiday, like you go out to eat as a family, or you have like an event as a family, like Galentine's Day for your friends, and maybe you tell all your girlfriends on Galentine's Day event or something. It seems really, really fun, you guys. So I feel like this exciting event is something that's long awaited, something that you just really you've been wanting, and you've been really truly waiting for quite some time. And it's happening, okay? It's happening February, March, okay? So that is also in alignment with this journey that you're experiencing through the rest of this year. So like I said, even though I was picking up on some rocky energy, some things not going as planned, it all works out, okay? And I'm hearing that song, let it all work out. Let it all work out. Okay, so let it work out is what I'm hearing. And of course, remember, your spirit team is always supporting you. You have your angels showing up here. And before we go, we're going to end with one card, okay? And this, well, I don't know if it's going to be one, but I want to know like the months that could be significant, okay, when it comes to conceiving, or when it comes to conception or conception or giving birth. More so conception though, for this pile. So I'm laughing because we literally have December is a very important month in your journey, and then we also have January, February, Aquarius season. Okay, so I'm gonna end your reading here because we got a couple of months already. Bottom of the deck, we do have Leo season too. Okay, some of you guys, July, August could be significant for conception or the birth of your baby as well. Okay, so keep that in mind. I think if you conceive in November, would you be doing July? Hold on. You would actually be doing August if you conceive in November. Crazy. Okay, and October would be July, and I was picking up Scorpio season earlier, which is October, November. So there you go. Okay, so sending you guys so much love and light, and of course, baby dust, thank you so much for hanging with me for this reading. I know it was a little long, a little detailed, but I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know down below in the comment section that you stayed to the end by posting a cloud emoji, okay? And let me know how this resonates with you. Definitely come back at the end of the year, beginning of next year, 2027, and let me know if this played out and how it played out for you. Sending you so much love and light, and of course, baby dust, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number 2. Welcome to your halfway reading, okay? We are going to dive into messages from July 2026 to December 2026 and what's going on in your fertility journey, what you can expect. I'm going to get some predictions. We're going to see if pregnancy is present, the overall energy, and even some time frames for you, okay, for potential conception or birth of your baby, okay? Yeah, this reading has been quite extensive, quite long, so we're gonna dive right in. But before we do, I just want to say that this is a collective reading, y'all, so please just take what resonates, leave the rest, and of course hit the subscribe button to join the family if you haven't already. Join for exclusive 2-week wait readings if that's something that you are interested in and you're trying to conceive. I help guide you through 2-week wait guidance in the membership area here on YouTube, as well as other exclusive fun videos. So let's see what the overall energy is for you guys. You guys actually got a few extra cards for the pre-selected or pre-shuffled cards. So what do we have here first? Page of Pentacles. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna lay these all out because I'm hearing little head on my pillow. All right, what is that about? Let's see. These are all the cards I have pre-selected here for y'all. So we are going to actually lay them out. Okay, and we're going to see what the overall energy is. I'm loving this energy already for you guys. Oh, you guys have a baby boy here. Okay. Focus on female reproductive health. Okay. The Magician. What is happening? I know exactly what's happening here. Okay, 6 of Pentacles and protest. Inadequacy, suit, or attention. Okay. Pile number 2. If you guys have been on a journey to baby, first of all, I feel like this pile is actively trying to conceive. Okay, if you're here, you could be actively trying to conceive. You don't have to be, but I do feel like you are, or maybe over the next few months, you're going to begin that journey. With the Page of Pentacles here, there could be a new journey that you're starting. But I definitely feel like, okay, if you are starting a new journey, if you are like starting a new journey, it feels like it may not be new. It may feel like maybe before you may have like focused on your health, your reproductive health, focused on your fertility journey, focus not even your fertility journey, but focused on your body, having a healthier body, and maybe you stopped, paused, or you felt like you were not being seen or heard or something along those lines, and now you're getting back into it. Now, for those of you guys who are still, you've been on the journey, you're on the journey, you're going through the journey, I feel like there are answers being given. Okay, like that is what I'm hearing. I feel like with the Four of Wands here, it's definitely representing a celebration. It's representing moving into the next level. Okay. Six of Pentacles says help or resources are accessible to aid you in your journey. Connect with support networks such as friends, family, or fertility support groups. The help you have been wanting is coming. And then we have the protest energy, which says attention. And I was like, I heard like advocating for yourself. Like I see they have these signs and they're like have their whatever those things are called, and they're like yelling, are they megaphones, something like that, and they're yelling in them and they're protesting and they're demanding something. So I feel like with the attention you have been demanding, you're like, okay, what is going on? Because we have been trying to conceive, or we have been doing A, B, and C, or I have been doing A, B, and C for myself, but I have not seen results for it yet. Okay, this overall energy over the end of this year here is like the things that you have been needing are falling into place. They're falling into your lap, or they're coming into your, I don't know why I'm hearing into your view. I heard into your peripheral view. So it's like some of the things may not be face on, like head on. You may not see it right away, but it feels like if you like look in the crevices and off to the side and ask the questions, their answers are coming. Okay, we have with the Magician energy, it says you have everything you need to be resourceful, proactive, creative, and innovative. Okay, so like I said, this is getting to the bottom of something here. Okay, so if you have been feeling like you have been on this journey to baby, but you've been struggling, or you just feel like you've gone from doctor to doctor to doctor. You've gone from, help, resource to resource to resource. You've tried supplement after supplement after supplement. Okay. Like I'm hearing this is like narrowing down energy. Okay. Page of Pentacles is definitely giving like we're learning something new about our bodies. We have with the focus on female reproductive health. I do feel like you are the main focus here. Okay. Daddy is also here though. Okay. I did use my Hi Daddy Oracle. Not every card is a card like geared to like aim towards the father, but this one is. It literally says, hi Daddy, I'm a boy. Okay. Daddy and me. So this could very well be that you and your partner, okay, if you have only been focusing on your reproductive health, this is about you and your partner coming together to bring healing to your reproductive health, or focus on both of your health, right? Male and female. Now, this could very well be that daddy is supporting you as well, holding your hand through this. I feel like you and your spouse are doing this together over the next 6 months. And through this, you guys will have the ability to manifest your baby. Okay. It says through focus, intention, willpower, and perseverance. And that's exactly what these 6 months are giving. It's giving perseverance. It's giving having the willpower, utilizing your willpower, right? Utilizing your free will. It says here, be open to receiving support and use the resources in your journey. And here it says you have everything you need to be resourceful. Okay, so like I said, there's no other way I could say this. Okay, the resources, you have the questions are being answered. The resources that you have been waiting for, needing, looking for, they're here. Okay, over the next 6 months, they're coming into your view. They're coming to you, and this is after you demand them. This is after you advocate for yourself. This is after you get a second opinion, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. And like I said, I'm seeing baby boys for some of you guys. Butterflies could very well be a sign that you see throughout the rest of 2026 from your spirit baby. Some of you guys are like, what the heck does that say up there? So let me clear that. It says manifestation and quick changes. Okay, manifestation and quick changes. So things are happening very quickly here with the Magician energy. The Magician energy is a very fast-paced energy. And the Magician literally has all of the aces on their table. They have the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and Ace of Wands. And therefore, whatever thing they need to dabble into, they have access to. Like, they have access to everything. Anything that they need, they have access to it. Okay. So you also have confidence in your ability to overcome challenges. There is power in mind, body, and spirit connection. Okay. So over the next 6 months, you will also be doing that. You will also be working on the mind, body, and spirit connection. If you did take a break, I feel like that break was for that. That break was so that you could take some time to reconnect with yourself. Okay, especially if you were going through some struggles in your journey to baby. You may have gotten too wrapped up in the outer world, and your inner world may have been calling you back to it. And that could be why you may have taken a break. But I see here you're coming back bigger, better, stronger than ever, with a focused intention. Like, you're like, okay, I'm back and this is what we're focusing on, and I'm not going to stop until I get these answers. So let's look at it month by month. Okay, let's look at it month by month, you guys. Let's see here. Month by month for pile number 2. What is going on in their fertility journey? Where is this deck here? Let's use this. I'm going to use a different tarot deck because I want to have access to all of the tarot cards. And I still have one pile number 3, that has been pre-shuffled, so I don't have all the tarot cards in the deck. So let's see what we have here. For pile number 2, Spirit, let's look at the month of August. We're going to start off with August, okay? So August 2026, Spirit, what is the overall energy for their fertility journey? What is going on in August for pile number 2? I feel like things are happening really quickly for you guys. I know we got the Magician energy, but I feel like this is really quick. Let's see. Pile number 2, August. What is the overall energy? What is happening in their fertility journey? 8 of Wands, you guys. Things are flowing in. I don't even want to say flowing. They're flying in. Okay, this card, I don't know if you saw the card. I don't know if it was in view when it flew out the deck, but it literally flew out the deck like an arrow. Okay, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, okay. Yes, fast. Let me tell you, okay. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. You are truly the creator of your reality, and if you say that something didn't happen, it didn't happen. If you say something happened, it happened. What I am hearing here is that the reason why things are moving so quickly this time is because you did a reset. You reset your mind, you reset your body, you reset your spirit. You're reconnected with your higher self. You feel more like you than ever before. You've been pouring into yourself. You've been nurturing yourself. Okay, you've been creating. You could even have a vision board because you are so intentional with this energy. Okay, something about halfway through the year even could have been like this wake up call for you, and you're like, wait a minute, am I gonna lock it or not? Right? Because you were so intentional, and because you have this idea of, yeah, no, I've never failed before, right? I've never failed before, but I do feel like I want to ask a specific question. You ask the question, you get the answer, and it's like, you're not dwelling on the past. You're not dwelling on when things did not go right. All you're expecting is things to go right moving forward. And so Spirit is saying, like, of course, you know how they say, like, forgive and never forget? Like, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here, where it's like, you're not being called to forget. Just don't bring it up. Just don't dwell on it. Just don't expect it to happen. Like, oh, well, last time I asked this doctor, blah, 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 and they said no. They said no, they weren't going to help me with A, B, and C. So they're probably going to say no again. Well, yeah, they are, because you're a manifester. You're a creator. Okay, you are a creative being here. Okay, you're wanting to create a child. how you gonna want to create a child, but you don't realize you're literally creating your day-to-day? Okay, so this is what I feel like you have like really tuned into, you really like hyper focus on, and you really understand on a deep level. Okay, or I should say high level. Because that's what I feel like here. I feel like the floating energy. I feel like you are, you know, in the month of August, you are going for it. And as you are going for it, just as fast as you're going for it, it's coming to you just as quick. So the Eight of Wands is like there's fast communication coming in. Okay. Have the intention for this fast communication to come in. Put it on your vision board. Put it on your, you know, these answers are coming in. Put it, say it as an affirmation. You know, talk to yourself in the mirror. Like, oh my gosh, it's so amazing how quickly the doctor got back to me and they gave me the exact answer I was looking for, and we are getting started tomorrow. Like, that was so quick. Like, say it to yourself. Say it, talk to yourself in the mirror about it, okay? This is what you're doing. You're locked in the month of August. You're starting off strong. You are not playing around, okay? And I love this for you. Let me see what else we have coming through for the month of August when it comes to your fertility journey. We're going to use my tea leaf oracle deck as well. Let's see, for August 2026, Spirit Pile number 2. What is happening in their fertility journey? Because I'm already getting like this fertile energy here, okay? We have haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. Yeah, whatever you put out, you guys are getting instant karma. I'm telling you, this is a very magical time for you. Stepping into a new experience. Yeah, you're like, I'm here. Hello, it's me. Hello, okay? Because you guys are not playing around. Like, you're stepping into the rooms that you know you deserve to be in. You are, you know, going for the things that you know you're in. The crown, honor and respect will come to you. Yes, okay. I'm hearing so loud and clear, go for it. Ask the questions, you know, advocate for yourself. Say no to the things you don't want. Say yes to the things you do want. Hold your hand open for opportunities, okay? And also shake hands with things that you know are for you, you know. Don't be scared. And I'm hearing scared money don't make no money, okay? So it's like you're bold, you're confident. I think I showed you guys this card already, the Queen of Wands on the bottom of the deck underneath the Queen of Pentacles. So it's like you're bold, you're confident, you're going for what it is that you desire. No one can tell the Queen of Wands no if she already has her mind fixated on it, okay? So I feel like, oh, I just had like a weird taste for Pringles. Someone could be eating Pringles right now. I know that's so like side note, but I have a taste for potatoes or like original Pringles. That's so weird. So that could be you. You could be eating potatoes right now. This could be your message. And Spirit's confirming that for you through that in that way. Or you could have that craving when you're pregnant. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we have here for the next month, September. What is going on in September? So August, you have an idea in mind, your head, you're going for it. You are choosing to create your reality. You're choosing to be the magician. You are manifesting this pregnancy, okay? You're not taking no for an answer, and you're gaining respect for that, okay? Don't be afraid to ask the questions. Don't be afraid to, you know, advocate for what it is that you desire. Everything you put out comes back to you. So know that if you walk into a room and you walk into a room with like hasty energy or ill intent, it's coming right back to you. Spirit just straight out told you that. Karma, right? It's coming to you immediately. You're getting instant karma. You're not gonna, it's gonna hit you. You're not gonna get the answers you want. Things are not gonna flow like they need to be. Right now, the energy that I feel right here, there's magic here. I don't know if you guys feel it, but I feel it. Like you are being carried by magic, okay? Like it's like a magic carpet, okay? Carrying you. The next month we have, I'm done. Six of Wands, we can just end the reading here, okay? You guys literally, okay. Okay, so we have the Six of Wands energy. This is victory, success, okay? People looking up to you, which is so crazy because I was just saying with the crown here, honor and respect will come to you. It's like people are looking at you and they're admiring you. They are like, wow, like you're inspiring others. Ace of Cups, you guys, okay? So for some of you guys here, I do feel like you may be conceiving in August or September, okay? Did I say August for this? I think I just said next month, but this is September. So we did August, September. Now, I want to mention Six of Wands is actually Leo season energy, okay? So Leo season is July, August. So very much giving August energy here, but we're in the month of September, so I'm going to say September potentially as well. And then of course we have the Ace of Cups. Okay, so there is a opportunity, maybe one that you actually experienced in the past, Six of Cups, that you may be revisiting, and it's going to, I feel like, provide you with your wishes being fulfilled. We have the Nine of Cups here, so with Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, Six of Cups beneath that, Nine of Cups beneath that. So I definitely feel like there's something that you may be revisiting in the month of September, or there's something about you just feeling safe and secure with the decision that you made in August, and it leads to a positive pregnancy test, or it leads to like your wishes being fulfilled, whatever it is that you were desiring or you were aiming for. It's being fulfilled right away. Like I feel like you are being successful with whatever this is that you're going for. If you did something in the past and you're choosing to revisit it, if you're choosing to go to this, the same doctor, go to the, start up getting acupuncture again, or acupressure, or starting to do yoga again, or going out for nature walks again, or starting to eat healthier again, like whatever it is, it's like you're like, I'm revisiting this, I'm gonna do it, I'm here to say I'm gonna do it right this time, or I'm gonna stick with it this time. And the ambition that you have, the energy that you're ready to pour into it, it pours into you so expeditiously, it scares you a little bit, because you're like, what the heck, I'm pregnant already. So Ace of Cups energy, I love we have that the fish here too, because fishies also represent fertile energy. I actually, side note, I dream of fish when someone around me is pregnant or going to be pregnant. So whenever I see fish, I am always like, what's going on here? But I definitely love that we have this energy coming up for you here in the month of September. I definitely feel like someone's getting pregnant. Okay, so congrats in advance. So the next couple of months could lead to pregnancy for you. We have, you should accept valid criticism. So the only way that this works for you, okay, the only way that this happens and is successful for you is if you are allowing yourself to be teachable. Okay, so this is what I was talking about with the karma. This is why Spirit was saying, like, whatever you put out, you get back. Okay, because with karma, it's like you can put out something so ugly, and energy so ugly, right? They say like people can be physically beautiful but like really truly ugly because their energy is ugly, their personality is ugly, they're rude to people. Like you can put that energy out there and be like, you know what, I know what's best, I'm not listening to anybody else, no, right? Meanwhile, the people that, remember, you're the magician, okay? So the people that are lining up to support you, to help you, the people that the divine are putting in line in front of you so that you can utilize them for their resources. They're a resource, okay? They're giving you the criticism, or they're giving you the support that you are in need of, to help you move forward, to help you win, to help you be successful. I'm hearing you can trust the people that you are being you can trust the people that are being lined up for you, that are being given to you as support, as resources. Okay, so be teachable. Okay, allow yourself to receive like it says here, valid criticism, but I take this as not just like, oh, they're criticizing you, but they're helping you, they're giving you like tips, pointers. Like that's kind of the energy that I'm getting. They know because they're an expert at this, you know what I mean? Like that's kind of the energy that I feel too. We also have triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yes, okay. And the heart, love, deep affection and caring. Yes, okay. So this is what Spirit was saying, like you can trust that the people that are being placed upon your path at this time are those who care, they're loving, okay, they want the best for you, and so you can, I'm hearing you don't have trust issues. And then with triumph over troubles, I love this. Okay, September is a month where you win. Okay, win. Okay, forget everything else. Win. Like that's what I'm hearing. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, let's see what else we have here coming through. This is for the month of October. Okay, so we have a pregnancy. Boom. Okay, September. Some people are gonna get pregnant that are watching this palette in the month of September. Let me know if that ends up being you. Come back and let me know. Mothering energy in October, Queen of Cups. Okay, following your intuition with the Devil. Ooh, so some of you guys are gonna be faced with a few obstacles, I feel here, but ultimately we have the Three of Wands underneath the deck, underneath the Devil. So I feel like whatever these obstacles or decisions that are being made, you may have to make some some blind decisions is what it feels like, okay, with this double energy present. It's going to lead to growth and expansion for you. So when it comes to the month of October, just trust your intuition, okay? Whatever this may be for you, it's going to be different for everybody. This is collective. I actually want to see what the tea leaf oracle cards have to say in regards to what this decision may be about, Spirit. What is this decision surrounding for? What is this decision? Ooh, interesting. We have marriage. Ooh, a contract of some sort. We have a deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Okay. Interesting. And this one's sticking up. Coins. Money will be coming to you. Okay, so it could be surrounding finances. Okay, definitely giving a lot of like heavy energy here. We got money. Okay, we got deep friendship. This is a long time friend. And then we have marriage, which could be your spouse, or it could be some sort of union, some sort of contract that may have been signed or needs to be signed. I feel like, you know, trust your intuition when it comes to making any decision in the month of October. Yeah, this is October. I don't know if, I have no idea like what the planetary alignments will be, if Mercury will be in retrograde, and if so, when, etc., etc. But I do know that I feel like there is a need to look over everything, cross every T, dot every I, read it once, read it twice, read it again, okay? And I also feel like there may even be some tests here, okay? So some tests when it comes to, I'm hearing like greed, gluttony. I'm hearing like even infidelity. Okay, like I'm hearing like there's certain tests that may be a test amongst your marriage, a test amongst your finances or career, a test amongst your friendships. Okay, I want to get more about this. What can I use for more about this? I want to pull from, what is going on here? This feels like distraction energy. Let me tune in. Yeah, it's like I feel confused, and the devil card, he's like scratching his head right here. She has her hand out like she's confused. She doesn't know what's going on. So it's like, and what is a deep friendship card? Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So this could be like a girlfriend. Coins, money will be coming to you. Let's get one more from the tea leaf oracle, because I did pull that money card too. But let me see here. What else is going on here for their fertility journey? Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. I told you, it's distraction. It's pure distraction here. A wedge. Okay, yeah. With the Queen of Cups here, you are 100% being called to make decisions based on your intuition. Fill it out. Okay, if it's a decision that is meant to, that could potentially affect your marriage. Okay, I kind of feel like somebody, maybe this could be a friend, really, like someone that you consider a friend that may be trying to get in between. Yeah, and confuse you guys as a couple. This is wild. Spirit, clarify this. Clarify this energy here. What is going on with this wedge energy? And who is this person? What's happening here? Vow. Wow. Wish, hope, worship. Vow. This is definitely about a contract. A broken contract, or potentially breaking a contract. Bottom of the deck, compromise. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is toxic energy 100%. Okay, we have the male here, and there's two women like fighting over the male in the middle, or at least he's trying to break them up. So it could be that there is, yeah, like somebody's trying to come between your vows. This is like tea, y'all. This is tea. Cause what? Like what? Okay, let me see. I want to pull another card here. What card do I pull though? To get deeper. Wow. How is this affecting their fertility journey? Obviously, it's a distraction, like I said before. Like, I definitely feel like this is a little side quest here. Okay, there could be some marital situations going on where a friend tries to come between you guys. Okay, something about you guys breaking your vows. Knight of Swords. Okay, it says ready to take proactive steps and assertively pursue fertility goals. Yeah, it's like right when you guys are ready to move forward and take steps. For those of you guys who are actively trying to conceive still, have yet to get your positive pregnancy test, I feel like, you know, someone or something may try to like come between you guys, between you and your vow, between you and the decision that you made. Like I said in the beginning, in August, you're like gun-ho, like you are ready to go. You are like locked in, like nothing can distract you. And then it's like in what is this, October. By October, if you're not pregnant, it feels like, you know, something's trying to swoop in, or somebody. It says balance your determination with patience, mindfulness, and thorough understanding. Yeah, so it could even be that, you know, it doesn't have to be as crazy as it's looking here, like it's a person. It could be that your energy is starting to deplete, like you're starting to lose momentum. So this is why Spirit is saying balance your determination with patience and mindfulness as well. Okay, do research, gather information to solve a problem, and continue to be willing to confront challenges head on. Expect a change for the better. So, you know, you may start to feel in the month of October like, okay, this is pointless. Like what I'm doing is pointless. You may start to feel like you are like it says here, like a wedge between you and your vows, right? Like I said, it's a contract, it's a decision, it's an agreement that you've made. I think we even had agreement here. Agreement, reconciliation, and consideration. Yeah, so it's like something that you may have even just told yourself, like, I'm not gonna back out of this. I don't care how much or how little, or if I'm running out of money or this or that. Like, there's going to be a way. If there's a will, there's a way, right? And that's kind of the vibe. But it feels like you guys start to feel a little discouraged and a little like tempted. Okay, with the devil energy, it's like you start to feel a little tempted to move away from the vow that you made, to I was picking up like infidelity. It doesn't have to be between you and your spouse. It can very well be like a cheating energy within your not your connection, but within your journey to baby, right? It's almost like when someone is cheating, they're stepping out on the vow that they made, right? They're breaking that vow. They're breaking that, you know, that promise that they made to their spouse. And so I feel like maybe there could be a promise that you made to yourself, a promise that you decided that you were going, you know, something you said you're going to stick with, that you may actually try to step out on, or you feel the temptation of leaving it behind. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here for fertility. I'm like, this is getting wild. Now, for some of y'all, there is definitely, I mean, Spirit cannot speak any louder with these cards, these 3 different decks giving us like, is it 3? Yeah, 3 different decks that are giving us the same message. So, you know, just be mindful, make sure that you're keeping it tight in the month of October, because there is definitely something. I'm hearing the song Temptation by Destiny's Child. There's definitely some form of temptation that may try to get your attention, okay, in the month of October. All right, let's see what we have here. So November, what is happening in their fertility journey? Are they getting back on track, Spirit? What is happening here in November? What are we doing here? Did you guys have the back on track card? I don't think you did. No, you didn't. It was focused on reproductive health. Okay, so let's see. For November, Spirit, what is the focal point? The world. We're sitting our little behind down. We're coming to a close. 9 of Swords. Okay. 9 of Swords. Something got a bit overwhelming. Something became a bit too much. And we're sitting our behinds down. The World card coming to a completion. You could also decide that you're stopping a certain treatment, something that, and you know, don't be hard on yourself. We have the Page of Wands here. There's a new beginning to come. 111 as I'm saying this here. And I just keep hearing like, don't be hard on yourself when it comes to, you know, I'm hearing it's over, it's done, like I can't afford it anymore, I can't do this anymore. I've given my all, and I'm hearing like merely, like I'm hearing like, even though it may seem like it's done, like there's a reason why in the month of November you feel like you can't do this anymore. Whether it's like someone said, oh yeah, your age, or you're approaching menopause, or like it just seems like there's some sort of quote unquote excuse, okay? And when you are faced with this challenge, I feel like Spirit is telling you to take a break, sit down, okay? sit down, okay? Because something has ended with the World card, meaning that something else is getting ready to what? Begin, okay? So we are not out. We are not out is what I'm hearing. I want to get more information on this with the Tea Leaf Oracle. So let's see what else we have here coming through for you. For the World card, Spirit, for and the Nine of Swords. We have seek out information that will help you. Yes, once again, if there's a will, there is a way, and there is indeed a way. Okay, information is going to help you get out of this feeling anxious, having sleepless nights even. Okay, discord amongst family or friends. So this is another distraction. You may just feel like this is not the right time, or there's an excuse or a reason why you're feeling like this is the end. Okay, something's coming to an end. I hope that this is not in regards to your connection, your relationship, especially with this. If this is going to be for very, very, very few of you guys, of course. But I do feel like there could be someone that was unfaithful, okay? In the month of, or you're finding out, someone's finding out that the other person was unfaithful in October. And in November, there could very well be an ending here to the journey in that sense, because you're not with your person anymore, or there's like some sort of separation with discord amongst friends or family. And then we also have the boat energy, and it says money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. Okay, and I'm hearing this is a last minute win. Oh, I love this for you guys. Okay, it's like right when hope was falling away, like right when you were just starting to give up, it's like a win. Okay, because why? You're a manifester. Didn't we talk about this? I think you guys had the manifestation card, right? Let me see. Are you guys the Magician card. So it's like you guys are manifestors. You've been manifesting this. Remember, you started off with so much energy, so much like ambition and passion, like I'm doing this, let's get this done. And it's like you may have run out of the resource that you were using before. Maybe you had been, you got a loan, or you were given like, some sort of like leeway, or I don't want to say leeway, but it feels like maybe some sort of opportunity through your career to like have a certain amount of rounds of IVF or rounds of IUI, or you had enough money to buy a certain amount of pay for a certain subscription for a certain period of time. And it's like, as you're running out, as you are starting to lose hope, lose faith, because you're like, okay, my resources, you're like, God, I'm running out of resources. I'm running out of hope. I feel, defeated. I can barely sleep at night because I'm up trying to think like, what's next? What do I do next? And it's like, boom, it comes in for you. Okay. With this card of money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. It's like something just falls into your lap is what it feels like here. Okay. Now, for those of you guys who are in separation, there could definitely be something where with that energy, it does feel like, I feel like I'm reading two different storylines here. I feel like I've left my pregnant mamas, okay, and I moved into a different storyline, and I also and then that storyline split. So please take what resonates for you. But I feel like for some of you guys, it's like with the property or windfall, it's like there could be like I don't want to say divorce, because that's kind of quick, but there definitely may be like you and your person are making arrangements as to who's getting what, if you guys are choosing to separate from each other. Okay, so that is a possibility as well. But I do feel like there's something keeping you up at night, but overall that something is going to be resolved. Okay, that problem will be resolved. So we have one more month. We're going to dive into the month of December here. Okay, in December, what are we looking at, Spirit, for December when it comes to pile number 2? How is your fertility journey going to go? The Sun. Yes. I love it. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. Okay, we have stepped out of this. I feel like, wow, Justice. Okay, there's a new contract, or there's like a new I'm hearing it just makes sense. It just makes sense to get into it again. December, we have Capricorn energy here with the Two of Pentacles. We also have Leo energy with the Sun. Some of you guys may be conceiving in December, okay, and giving birth. And I think, does that align with August? Let's see. November aligns with August, December aligns with September. So there could be like September, August, September babies coming through, okay, for some of you guys in December. But I definitely feel like here, we did. We had August, September, I think, for conception earlier too. So there's that August coming in again. But I feel like for you guys, there are positive outcomes to happen in December for you. Some of you guys are actually going to be conceiving twin girls, okay? Or there's like, you're finding out you're pregnant with twins. And you know what's so wild? Some of you guys are going to be experiencing pregnancy symptoms in the month of November, and you're going to find out you're pregnant in December. As I look back on this pile here, I'm looking at the world card where she's like laying there, she's fatigued, she's resting, she's sitting herself down someplace. And then I'm looking at this card where she's like super emotional, crying, insomnia. Okay, those can be some of your pregnancy symptoms. Mice could definitely be a sign for you, something that you see around the time, or there could be something going on with you and your spouse. You could also be like throwing some things, I don't want to say blowing some things out of proportion, okay? Being very emotional, that can also be the case. And your spouse could be like, okay, we're just gonna take some time, I'm gonna let this cool off for a bit. So that could also be why I'm seeing like a potential separation, or just kind of like disconnect. You could be not talking, but still in the same house, or just kind of upset with each other. But it could also be mama's pregnant, okay? And so she's having these pregnancy symptoms, and they're very they're heightened. But I also see here, okay, for those of you guys who are on the journey still in December, almost to January, so January could play a role. We do have Capricorn energy here. But in December, you guys, there is a positive outcome coming, okay, when it comes to your journey to baby. I see that we are prioritizing. Okay, so what's the difference then, from before? It feels like we're bringing this back up again, okay? So it could be that we are like, okay, I'm back to focusing on, it's like I'm back to focusing on getting pregnant, or I'm hearing my money is up. I heard my money is up. And so it's like now you have the coin to invest in what you wanted to invest in again. I feel a lot more hopeful, a lot more positive, a lot more optimistic about the outcome of this month as well. In the month of December, like that's what I feel here. I feel like you guys are going to feel a lot more optimistic about the outcome of the month of December. Then we have Shark. It says, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Yeah, we're doing things a bit differently this time with the Two of Pentacles. It's like we've saved. Maybe you guys paused to save, but you were still feeling very, worried and nervous and anxious about like, okay, what's to come, even though we're not doing anything right now. Like, will this be successful next month? Like, are we going to have enough for next month? Like, there's something about financial hardship here, and you guys prioritizing and choosing to move forward with like either saving up or investing in something. Some of you guys will be saving up in December and then investing in January. Okay, once again, Spirit is like, okay, with that windfall there, you're taking care of your responsibilities, you're taking care of what needs to be taken care of, and then you're choosing to move forward and invest in this fertility support, whatever this may be for you guys in the month of January. Okay, so that could be this for some of you. Let's see what else we have here. January could also be a month of conception for some. If you don't conceive in December, January could be a month of conception for some of you guys, or finding out you're pregnant. Let's see here, and let's get one more. We have beetles, and it says good fortune. Yeah, okay, so definitely seeing here, there was at one point there was a I don't want to say a loss, but there was a like loss of fortune. It just feels like maybe the resources fell for a bit, right? We got into a tight spot for a bit, and now we have that energy is back, okay, where the good fortune is present. So I'm loving this for you guys, okay? This is such a beautiful energy here. Like I said, as far as conceiving goes, I do feel like, you know, you have really high chances. Like I was like, we can stop the reading here, right? For September, I'm seeing for this pile. I'm also seeing December, January for you guys as well. Maybe even conceiving in November, finding out in December, or conceiving in December or January, okay? But yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 2. And before we go, I do want to pull some more timing cards, even though I'm seeing that there. I want to see if there are any other months that Spirit wants to bring forward for us for pile number 2, Spirit. Let's see here. We have September. September is a big month for conception for you guys. Okay, moving forward. Let's see what else we have here. What else do we have here? We also have November, December. Wow. Okay, so we'll leave it there, y'all. Okay, November, December, and September. Let me see if how that aligns. So if you conceive in November, you would be due in August. If you conceive in December, you would actually be due in September. So there's some more August, September energy. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you. I'm sending you guys so much love, light, and of course, baby dust. If you stayed to the end, oh my gosh, you're a real one. Okay, put a I was gonna say a butterfly emoji. So you can do a butterfly emoji, or you can do a, what's that thing called? Like a little psychic crystal ball emoji. And I will know that you chose pile number 2. You can also share down below and let me know how this resonates with you. Definitely come back at the end of the year. Let me know how it played out. I am so curious about this like relationship thing. Let me know. Now, pause on the play. For those of you guys who are still here, it could very well be that one person starts to sway. Okay, like I said, with the 2 of Pentacles, it's like you guys start prioritizing again, but somebody could very much sway. Like one person in the relationship may feel like, okay, this is worth it. The other person could feel like we're spending too much money. We got to pull back. Okay, so there is definitely that energy too. That's why I was feeling like that separation, not being on the same page. Something coming in between your relationship could be finances as well. It doesn't have to be that deep as a person. Okay, but yeah, let me know what that is for you. I would love to know how the story plays out for you. And yeah, I will see you in the next reading. Sending you so much baby dust. Bye. Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number 3. Welcome to your halfway mark reading. Okay. Well, this reading has been long, y'all, but I am so happy that I have made it to pile number 3. We are going to dive in, but before we do, because it's a lot, y'all, we are actually going to look at the overall energy of, you know, from August, well, from now to the end of the year. So I'm recording this mid-July. So mid-July to the end of 2026, overall energy. And then we're going to dive into month by month, starting in August through December. And then we are, did I say? Oh yeah, I did say December. And then we are going to look at some timing at the end, okay? But it gets extensive. So I'm gonna try not to talk too much, but just get ready, get cozy, get comfy. And of course, this is collective, so please just take what resonates for you or what you feel is your message. You'll definitely feel it if you feel like this is your pile. And then come back at the end of the year and let me know what played out for you when you found out you're pregnant, like, you know, all of that. I want to know how it aligned for you. So let's dive in here. Let me just adjust my seat, because I've been sitting for so long. Stretch my legs and my arms. Woo! All right, I feel like that's significant because I normally don't do that during a reading, but I feel like I needed to stretch. I feel like I've been sitting in this position for a very long time. It's been an hour and a half at this point, and I did personal readings before that, so it's been a couple hours. So, but I say all that to say, because I feel like this is significant for you guys, I feel like the next the rest of the year, there could be some adjustments being made. Okay, we've been doing this for a minute, like we've been in the same position, the same, you know, situation. Something that has been the same for a while. We're making some changes, but let's see. I have the first card I have here is a Knight of Swords. All right, we're starting off with some impulsive energy. Now I have some pre-selected cards here, pre-shuffled cards, so I'm gonna just lay these all out and we'll go over it all together as a unit. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So we have the Knight of Swords. We have my teen years may be a little challenging, but you'll be a great guide. Okay. We have focus on male reproductive health. Okay, that is interesting. That is so interesting. Because one of the piles had focus on female reproductive health. So you could have been drawn to that pile too. Okay. Um, Five of Wands, conflict, challenges. Okay. I'm not surprised by these cards, actually, since I was Death card, okay, transformation, rebirth. Yeah, because I had felt like I needed to adjust myself, right? I needed to make some changes or make some moves. And I keep needing to adjust these cards, I feel like. Like I feel like they're not straight to me on screen, or at least straight enough for me to be content. And yeah. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I felt like that just made it worse. Okay, we're just gonna leave it like that. Yeah, these are all messages. Okay, and then the last one we have is reservation, desire, worth, and extravagance. Interesting. Hmm. Definitely changes happening this is like over the next 6 month energy for you guys, okay, through the end of 2026. The death card is here, so we have Scorpio season being significant, okay. Sagittarius energy is present. Okay. Or no, Leo season. Leo energy is here. But I did say Sag, so I'll stick with that too. So October, November, December is significant here. What else? The 5th month, that's December. So I'm definitely seeing over the next 6 months, it's like, I don't know. I do see some challenges occurring. This reservation energy is kind of throwing me off. I kind of feel like let me pull a card for this because I kind of feel like our focus is elsewhere here. Like your partner's focus is elsewhere. Let me use this deck here. So I see the next 6 months to be a bit challenging. I feel like there could be some challenges that you guys face as a couple, but more so it feels like this could be surrounding your partner's energy. And it says focus on male reproductive health, but it doesn't have to just be reproductive health. It may be other things that we have saving on the bottom of the deck. It says preservation, collection, meanness, and then we also have evidence, okay, detection, investigation, and proof. So it feels like there could be something else that has your partner's attention, that maybe they have a goal. It feels like a goal or something that they're wanting to focus on that is giving them a little bit more, that's taking some of their time away, their energy away from the journey. And it kind of feels like somebody feels like, I don't know why, but I feel like this energy we feel like we're doing this a little bit prematurely. Okay, like we're moving a little too fast here. So your person could be thinking that, or maybe one person is like on board for getting pregnant and the other person, like I said, has a different goal. Like they feel conflicted about this. I definitely feel like, either you or your person is going to be that person where you feel like we need to save more money. We're not quite ready yet. There are certain challenges that we want to take care of. With your person's energy being here or the male energy being present, it feels like it's the male, the masculine, that maybe wants to be more prepared for this baby's arrival, and versus, just charging towards getting pregnant. So I feel like over the next 6 months, there are going to be certain challenges and conflicts that will be handled, certain solutions that will come into play. These feel more so external. This doesn't feel like it's specifically for fertility. Now, the one thing that I do see for fertility is it could very well be like the male reproductive health. If your partner has been experiencing, troubles with their sperm health, or their health in general, they could be focusing on that. Physical fitness may also be like their focal point as well. Okay, but it says here, you are undergoing a significant transformation in your fertility journey. Embrace change for optimal health. Release what is no longer serving you. Trust in the process of renewal and growth as you continue on your path towards conception. So there's definitely a lot of different changes. I feel like this is like snake energy, where the snake is having like shedding its old skin and then growing a new one. Okay, and I'm still kind of confused as to like this proof, detection, investigation. I feel like in terms of your fertility journey, like with the evidence energy, this is about like the more so the investigation aspect. Okay, so we could be, especially with the male fertility aspect here, and then also it says, my teen years may be a little challenging, but you'll be a great guide. It's like maybe you're being guided through some sort of support to help you gather evidence or do a deeper dive or gather what is it called, more like investigate as to what's been going on. Meanwhile, I know this says like desire, worth, extravagance, but I feel like with the reservation, it kind of feels like we're reserved a bit. It kind of feels like there's a part of the I want to say community, but there's a part of the like either you or your partner, right? There's a part of the equation that's a bit more reserved, while the other person is wanting to move forward with an idea here. Now, the idea that you guys are moving forward with could very well be one that is meant to help eliminate or like limit the amount of obstacles or challenges you may feel like you could face if you were to get pregnant at this time. So that could very well be the idea as well. Okay, but I don't know why I just feel like, especially with him like leaning on the car here, it makes me feel like there are other goals, we have other plans. Okay, and so fertility and pregnancy may not be at the forefront of the mind, or it may shift. Like it may have been in the beginning of the year, and now we're kind of shifting it, or maybe around Leo season we're making that change. Okay, because I kind of feel that energy too. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm going to move these cards and we're going to do month by month to see each month what's going on in your fertility journey for pile number 3, Spirit. Okay. Oh, wait. No, let's use this deck here. We've been using this deck, so let's use this deck. For pile number 3. Okay, Spirit. The month of August. We're going to look at August. What is going on in their fertility journey? Fertility journey, Spirit, for the month of August. 8 of Swords. Okay, we have not seeing things clearly. This could very well be like that charging forward energy. There are other things that maybe, I keep hearing school, so it could be someone's in school or someone is like, there's some other responsibility that needs to be taken care of or finished out before we move forward with this. Or maybe we're planning for like a wedding, or we're planning for something really big. And so we're not really seeing clearly, but we're like, we have baby fever. Okay, this is giving, I have baby. Oh my gosh. The Empress. It's definitely giving, I have baby fever. Oh God. Some of you guys are actually going to find out that you're pregnant. We have the High Priestess. We have the Lovers. Do we have another king here? Y'all, this is crazy. And the reservation, desire, worth, extravagance. That's why I was hearing that. And I was like, what? Trigger warning. I had heard the word abortion, but I don't get messages like that normally. So I was like, how is that playing a role? But when I looked at the Knight of Swords, I heard abortion. But I was like, what is that? But I see. Okay, so some of you guys are in August, you're going to find out you're pregnant. You're going to be in the early stages of pregnancy. 9 of Pentacles, Empress energy, High Priestess. This could be like a secret, something that you don't know. You didn't even know you were pregnant. You may find out and you are a little further along than you expect to be. Okay. And I feel like there could be multiple people that could be the father. Okay, this is not, of course, this is not everyone's story. Everyone is not going to be, in this situation. But if this is your story, if this is your storyline, please, okay, I am seeing that there is some sort of like this for that situation, or this or that. The Emperor, we have the Emperor and we have the King of Wands. I'm seeing 2 masculine energies. They're both fire energies. One could be Aries, one could be Leo, one could be Sagittarius. I do see 2 of Swords here. So there's definitely something about like two different energies. Could be the father, or could be like, I don't know. Okay, there's something messy going on here with this. Okay, but for sure, some of you guys may find out that you're pregnant, and then there is some sort of like impulsive decision that someone is either wanting you to make, or someone is encouraging you to make. Your person, we have the Lovers. Your person could be encouraging you to make this. They may not feel ready. The evidence card, y'all, the evidence detection, trying to figure out like whose child is this, or if it's worth keeping this little one. Someone definitely is like in love, like, this is my baby, this is reserved, I desire this pregnancy, this is a perfect time for me to get pregnant. Someone else is like, yeah, let's do a pros and cons list, okay, because I don't think so. That's why we have here, my teen years may be a little challenging, but you'll be a great guide, meaning, if you are pregnant and it happens unexpectedly, prematurely, like it happens without you planning it, because I do see this could be an unplanned, spontaneous pregnancy for some, okay? You're going to be guided. Like you're going to have the support that you're in need of, okay? It will be challenging, is what it says here, but you are going to have certain guides, okay? I don't know if the dad will be in the picture, if that is your storyline, because I do kind of feel like they're literally looking at all the evidence, like when and where and how, okay? And then the mother or the other person, whether this is you or the other person, is like, this is worth it. Like, I've wanted a baby. I've desired a child for a while, so I want this baby. Okay, interesting. Let me see what else is coming through here. Yeah, pregnancy is popping up right away for the month of August. For some of you guys, you're conceiving this month in July when I'm recording this, and you're finding out you're pregnant in August with the Empress energy and the Eight of Swords. It's like you don't know. Okay, trouble, accusations in the month of August. What else is going on in August, Spirit? Major challenge to overcome. Wow, this is wild. And then we have the Stork, and it says news of a birth or a new business opportunity. And then we have hidden secrets can harm you. So there's something about you keeping this pregnancy hidden, or you're going to be tempted. We have temptation will test you. So you may be tempted to not tell the father, or not, I don't know, like that's what I'm getting. I'm like, there's some temptation here to not tell someone, or temptation to do something that may actually come back and backfire, okay? But it's because you feel like you're in the frying pan. You feel like, or the other person feels like this is not the best time, okay, for this pregnancy to occur. Interesting. This is a totally different storyline. Okay, let me pull a card for those of you guys who are wanting to conceive. Okay, you may not have picked this pile, or maybe you did, but the other person is like, let me not pull a card, because I feel like we have what we need here. Literally, you may be tempted to not tell your person because you know that they're stressing over other things already. They're either in school, they don't have a job, or they don't have the job that they want. They're not getting as much money as they desire. There's something that they could have, like another focus. You guys could have had this conversation already. You're going to wait to have kids, etc., etc. And so you could be tempted to not tell your person. Use your intuition, do what you feel like you need to do. But I do feel like you are going to be able to overcome this challenge. I see, as looking at the overview of the next 6 months, I do feel like you are going to be able to overcome the challenge. There are going to be certain obstacles present, right? And you may feel like they may actually accuse you of getting pregnant on purpose. Like, you knew you were ovulating, you knew this, you knew that, whatever the case may be, or whoever you're having this conversation with, whether it's your person or a family member or someone, it just feels like the other person believes that you weren't ready yet, or you may feel like you weren't ready yet, and you may accuse them, okay? Take the role that fits for you. but it feels like someone is blaming the other person. Someone's blaming someone here of this, because of this. someone's in the frying pan. Now, the other thing that I'm hearing, let me clarify that, Spirit. The other thing that I'm hearing too, you could be finding out that someone else is pregnant, and I'm hoping that it's not by the person that you are with. Spirit, clarify this, because why am I hearing this? There was a hidden pregnancy or hidden child. Merit making, goodness, humanness, morality. Bottom of the deck, donation, prayer, religion. Okay, that don't mean nothing. Okay, what is... I feel like they're honorable. I feel like Spirit is saying that the other person is honorable. So it may not be that it's another person, another child. It could be your child. Okay. Can you show me the energy of this other person, Spirit? This person that I'm picking up on. Sweet dreams, satisfaction, comfortable, lazy day. Okay, so I don't end marriage, so they're faithful. Okay, sweet love, couple dependency. So, woo, I was like, what is going on here? But I feel like there is definitely news of a pregnancy coming in, news of a child coming in. This looks to be yours. Okay, not another child to come. If that is your storyline, please let me know in the comments. But I don't see that. I just had to clarify that because I'm like, I know that can't be it. It's crazy. Okay, let's see where we go from here, y'all. Let's see where we go from here. The stork card coming out is that's what's throwing me. It's like there's no denying it. So I'm like, oh, the Empress is here, but maybe it's not a pregnancy. Nah, it's a pregnancy. Okay, so let's see. So that we're starting off strong. August, September. Okay, let's see what we have for September. So July, August, I'm seeing for pregnancy for some of you guys here. Okay, so if you have been trying to conceive or you're curious and you're like, you know, I have been trying to get pregnant with this person, but I don't know. It could be happening sooner than you think. Okay, I'm recording this in July. We have the Two of Swords. Okay, in the month of September, there's a decision that needs to be made. Bottom of the deck, we have a Two of Cups. So this is a decision that needs to be made amongst the two of you guys, or even about the two of you guys. Okay, there's going to be a decision made here. Whether it could be like on what you guys are going to do, how you're going to move forward. Let's see. For my girlies who are not pregnant, because obviously everyone's not going to be pregnant in the month of August. So for those of you guys who are not pregnant in August, there's still like this sneaky energy here. I feel like you guys are going to be getting something out in the open with your partner, and it could definitely cause some sort of like heat. Like it could be an intense conversation. It could be something that, you know, gets a little spicy. And so, and it's surrounding pregnancy. Like it's surrounding getting pregnant. It's surrounding having a baby, maybe adding onto your family. You guys could, you know, you could be wanting that, but your person's like, no, we're not ready yet. I don't think we're ever going to be ready. Like, I think 4 kids are enough, or I think 6 kids are enough, whatever. I think 1 kid is enough, whatever, right? They have their opinion. It feels like, you know, there's some sort of, if it's not accusation, it's just a frying pan energy where it's like a heated conversation that has to be had. In the month of August, September is when you guys fall into the space of making a decision, right? What is best for us? What brings us peace? What provides us with, what harmonious decision can we come in into an agreement with? So let's see what else is going on here. Spirit, clarify this. We have cobweb, protected from negative forces beyond your control. Okay, so you don't need to have fear of any like negativity that is beyond your control. I feel like the main focus for the month of September is doing what you can with what you have, you know, and choosing to make the best decision based on your circumstances, and not worrying about, once again, like the negative forces that are beyond your control, things that you can't control. We have announcement. Okay, so there's an announcement being made. And we have caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change coming. Bottom of the deck energy, we have claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Okay, so in the month of September, Spirit is advising you guys to be cautious. Okay, or this may be the energy that you're kind of going by. You're not trying to make too many moves too quickly. Once again, I did feel that impulsiveness energy for some of you guys. Okay, of course, as an overall energy, it feels like things are moving way too fast for someone here, or even for both of you. So you choose to make a decision that makes the most sense. Spirit wants you to know that, things are going to change. And I feel like this is more so of like guidance and advice for your situation versus like a prediction of what's going to happen. I feel like, you may even get a message of change or some sort of change, maybe brought to your attention in the month of September. Okay, like a change of plans, or we thought we were going to, we were going to do A, B, and C. We're going to make a decision that is most harmonious for us as a couple, or most harmonious for us individually, that makes the most sense. And then it's like all of a sudden there's like a change in plans, there's a shift, right? I was picking that up, I think, with your pal. Yeah, I was with your pal. I was saying I needed to like move my body, change positions, like stretch. So there was definitely like a need for change. Ooh, look, you guys hear that pop? That was my elbow. Woo! But I definitely see here that, you guys are going to be sitting down like civil adults, okay, and making a decision together here, or having a conversation and seeing what works best for you in the month of September. So it's like things kind of cool down a bit here in September. We even have the Magician underneath the Two of Cups here. Okay, and the Magician to me is a card that represents, making things happen, making things work. Looking at the resources that we have and utilizing those resources and that support system to make things work out for the best. So what is going on in October? What are they doing in October, Spirit? What is going on in their fertility journey in October? Two of Pentacles. Now, I do want to say with the Two of Cups here, some of you guys, you and your person are deciding to come together to care for this child. Okay, if you find out you're pregnant, you may be making the announcement the next month. You may be telling them in September. You find out you're pregnant in August. You tell them in September. Okay, or they come back. You tell them in August, and then in September they come back to you, and you guys have more of a civil conversation. I am seeing that here. This conversation feels like, oh my gosh, what the heck just happened? And September is kind of like, okay, let's sit down, let's meet at a restaurant, let's, meet in a public place, I feel, and, let's just have a conversation like adults and decide what we're going to do. And then I feel wavering energy. Okay, so maybe the decision was made in October or September, and October, we're feeling like we're going to fall back on that decision a bit. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles here. Ooh, with the Seven of Swords, someone is being sneaky. Okay, someone is like, I feel like they're lacking the ability to follow through on the decision that was made. Wavering energy here, choosing like, what am I going to listen to? Am I going to listen to maybe the advice of my spouse, or am I going to listen to my intuition? Okay, this could be you. We have 4 cards that just came out, so let's see what they say. We have reconciliation. Okay, we have, oh, look at the pink and blue, climbing towards success. We have great passion. And we have unsuccessful outcome to a problem, broken bridge. Yeah, I feel like someone's breaking a promise, or someone is falling back on what the agreement was. Okay, we have the most difficult part of a situation is over. So I feel like we're working through, what is this, August, September, October. In October, I feel like we are working through a situation to bring healing to this lack energy. Okay, whatever this says here, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. But what were the other ones? It was passion. What else do we have here? Great passion. Someone's feeling really passionate about, this is why there's indecisive energy. Reconciliation. Climbing towards success. I'm feeling a last minute decision here. And I'm hearing blessing in disguise. Yeah, someone is choosing not to follow through with what was said. Ooh. This y'all messy. For some, okay, I know I keep going left, but for some of you guys, it feels like maybe you agreed, like your spouse may have agreed to get a vasectomy, or maybe you agreed to have your tubes tied, but then you like last minute back out of that. For those of you guys who are not pregnant, okay, already, or maybe you'd agreed to have a abortion, okay, or take like the morning after pill or something, and then you back out of it last minute. Five of Pentacles energy. You're not following through with that. Or you do it and it doesn't work. Something like that. But I feel like Spirit is saying with the most difficult part of the situation is over. It's like that was the most difficult part was the decision. What do we do? Because at this point, it's like moving forward, like whatever the decision is that you're choosing to move forward with, like after that, it's just aftercare, right? It's aftercare. It's taking care of the baby or taking care of yourself, your body after a procedure or whatever the case may be, right? So it's like the most difficult decision happens in the month of October. And I'm hearing little by little, you know, with climbing to the word success, it's like even when you don't feel like, oh, like you're getting somewhere, you're still getting somewhere. Okay, it's what I'm hearing. This is interesting. I want to see how this plays out. I feel like I'm watching a novella. Okay, so let's see what we have here for November, Spirit. November, what is going on? November, what are we looking at? Knight of Cups. Okay. And the King of Swords. Interesting. Knight of Cups is someone who is like making moves based on their emotions, okay? Playing, you know, following their heart, their intuition. Most of their heart, though. And then the King of Swords is very objective, complete opposite. Like looking at things, looking at the bigger picture. Ooh. I just heard that song that comes out on TikTok around Halloween. I think it's around Halloween. It's like, got a secret, can you keep it? I can't remember the rest of it. All I'm hearing is got a secret, can you keep it? Or something like that, okay? This person looks like they're hiding something. They're playing chess. They're playing chess when others are playing checkers. And this person is looking at things from a bigger picture, like there's a better time. There's a better time. There's a better person. There's a different situation that needs to be handled. What is happening here? If only you guys could see my face. I'm like, ooh. Okay, a time. December. Okay, so for those of you guys who do proceed with a procedure, okay, King of Swords here, you could definitely go to a specialist or get some sort of procedure done. I am seeing that December is going to be a better time for you guys to, like, you guys have come to an agreement on December, okay? Or the overview is like, look at that, careers on the bottom of the deck. So it could be that there's something going on in the career space, financially, you know, we're trying to buy a new house, we're trying to get other things in order, and so December is a better time for us to move forward. For some, you're going to be working with a specialist. For others, this is just about you, you know, just looking at a bird's eye view and being wise about the decision that you're making, versus moving basically doing what your emotions are saying to do. The other thing too, like when I was saying playing chess in a game of checkers, it's like I feel like maybe before you were playing checkers and there wasn't a lot of intelligence in terms of like, let's look at the overview of everything and see what makes the most sense. And it's like now you're choosing to be on the same page as your person, or your person's on the same page as you, and they're like, yeah, put your career first, finish school, finish the semester, or, you know, maybe you're, you know, traveling, I don't know, I'm hearing traveling nurse, but you could be someone who travels for work, or it just makes more sense to wait till the end of the year or the beginning of the next year, maybe even for tax purposes. Like there's something that is like, there's the objective side of this, and you guys, I feel like, are becoming are getting on the same page here is what it feels like. Okay, this is what Spirit was saying. Like, we have a stubborn, aggressive person. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if the aggressive person is gonna win or what. It kind of feels like yes. The Ram could be an Aries. Okay, we have great personal sorrow on the bottom of the deck. So it's like it's a Five of Swords type of situation. Yes, but I do feel like, you guys come to an agreement as to, when's the best time to move forward with this. So overall, I feel like I'm going to look at the other cards after I do the month of December, because I want to look at the overview cards again, because this was definitely a roller coaster here. I remember you guys had the rebirth energy, right? You have the death card, and I was saying Scorpio season, which is October, November, could play a role, big role in your journey, and a lot of changes, rebirth energy. Okay, yeah, look at that. December, the Chariot, bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. So I feel like with the Chariot energy, this is forward momentum. This is, you're moving forward. Because you guys were in Hangman energy with the Hangman here prior, it's like something that was once unseen, something that was hidden behind the veil is now going to be out in the open, and it's going to help you guys move smarter and not harder. Like, I'm totally feeling King of Pentacles energy here. We're working smarter and not harder. Some of you guys could be relocating as well. Like, it could be a move, relocation, maybe moving to a different state. I even heard a country, moving to a different country, getting together with friends, okay, in December. Victory in some endeavor, okay. And which one just fell? Oh my gosh, November. Okay, so whatever you guys decide in November, okay, it's going to be successful in December. Or it could be that you find out you're pregnant in December from a November situation. Okay, so for some, like I said, you decided to go through with the procedure, and you may decide like, oh no, December is going to be a better time to move forward. Well, in December, you could actually find out that procedure did not work. Okay, so let's clock that for a second. If you tried to do like the pill or a trigger warning abortion or something along those lines, from this aggressive person insisting that you do something, or are you being the aggressive person, right? Whatever, no judgment here. This is someone's story. But I definitely feel like, whatever the aggressiveness is and whatever the push was, because it's of course not going to be the same for everybody, but there's definitely a push here that maybe you and your person were on opposite ends of the equation about. And I feel like, it's like things don't go as according to plan. Let me go ahead and look at the overall energy again that you guys had here. You have the Knight of Swords, focus on male reproductive health, the Death card, the Five of Wands. Yeah, conflict and challenges, feeling conflicted, things being a bit challenging. Yeah, it's like, it says temporary conflicts or obstacles are present. Communicate openly with all that are involved. Stand your ground as obstacles are present. Pay attention to any disharmony in your body. The Death card says embrace change for optimal health, release what no longer serves, and trust in the process of renewal and growth as you continue on your path towards conception. So yeah, it's like the next 6 months are definitely going to be a time where it's rocky. I'm not even going front. It is so rocky that I barely am picking up pregnancy here. In fact, like for some, like you're going to be pregnant and your person is not going to know until later. For some, you are going to conceive around November, December potentially. It just feels like there's so much up and down energy trying to get it right, trying to figure it out. One person is on one page and one person on the other page. I feel like overall, if you're watching this pile and you're like, oh, I hope this is not for me, like I do not want to go through this, the advice that I feel like Spirit is giving you is like, make sure that you're in communication with your partner. Make sure you guys are on the same page. Baby fever is dangerous. Okay, it can be so dangerous, especially when the other person does not have it. Okay, so it's really key. I feel like it can really cause unnecessary havoc in your relationship, or conflict here, and for some of you guys, you get pregnant on accident, right? You didn't plan this, but you like end up like getting pregnant. You could have planned it on the low, okay? But like for some, it's like you find out and you're like, oh my gosh, like if I tell this person, they're going to blame me. They're going to say I did it on purpose. Um, or vice versa. You're gonna be like, you got me pregnant on purpose. We already said we weren't gonna do this. Okay, so I do feel like there's like that rockiness energy, but I want to get like an overall card for you guys. I want to get an overall message here before we look at timing, because this was quite a bit here for you guys. Thank you guys. If you stayed, you know, put a ladybug emoji in the comments. I know that, so I know you chose pile number 3. I should have had you put a sword, huh? But ladybug is a-okay. So we have be bold yet mindful, have self-control, and remain practical even in the most enticing moments. Don't overexert yourself. Rest and recuperation is important. So your advice is to take charge of your fertility goals and pursue them with passion and determination. Avoid impulsiveness. Embrace the energy of enthusiasm to break through barriers. Rapid transformation is happening. Take active and assertive steps. Renewed vitality. So I definitely feel like this is a completely different energy than the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, once again, is impulsive. They don't care. They don't care if all the ducks are in a row. They don't even care if one duck is in a row. They're going for it, and they don't care. Knight of Wands is someone who moves based on what they feel passionate about, right? It feels like the right time, the right opportunity, and they go for it. Okay. Bottom of the deck is higher level of commitment and celebration with the 4 of Wands. So I feel like overall, you guys are still going to be walking into a new phase of your journey to baby. Okay. And there will be some celebrations to come. Everything that you guys put into your journey for the next, you know, for the rest of this year, I feel like if this is your pile, if you stayed to this point, you know that you and your partner have plans for something else already, and you know that maybe, you know, you have baby fever, so you're watching this, but this may not be the best or opportune time for you to have your little one. I feel like ultimately, of course it's not my choice, but I feel like ultimately there is a plan, right? There is a plan, and of course everything doesn't go to plan, because some of you guys get pregnant on accident. Yes, I do see that here, but I do feel like Spirit is saying for those of you guys who are planning this on the low, right? Because your partner's like, not yet, but you're like, yes, now. Just think of the bigger picture. Just think of, you know, with this 4 of Wands, there is something that is so worth it, I feel like, and your baby is still planning on coming to you, even if you do wait a little bit longer. So, you know, I feel like I needed to say that for someone here who may be contemplating on, you know, should I continue or not? I mean, continue with my thought pattern or not, and just impulsively get pregnant. You know, or make some impulsive moves in some way, because I feel like whatever decision that you guys ultimately the divine helps you with, because it feels like what you or your person wants you to do kind of backfires a bit, and the divine puts their hand in there and it's like, hey, this child is gonna have to stay, this child is here to stay. Or it's like, well, this is not going to happen in the way that you thought. I feel like it's for your highest good. Okay, it's for your highest good, but there's so much that can be avoided, I feel like, if we stay the path. You know, if we have that conversation that you guys have here with the 2 of Cups in the month of September, where there's like, we're in a public space, maybe we're sitting in nature and we're having a civil conversation with each other about the best path to take, and we stick to the plan. Okay, like that's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting here. Now, for those of you guys who are actively trying to conceive, or, you know, not even just actively, those of you guys who are watching this pile, let's see what month is most significant when it comes to you getting pregnant between July through, Spirit is saying all the months. So let's just see what months come out for you guys. Okay, we have Aquarius season, which is January, February, and then we have Leo season, July, August. So like I said, we started off with August pregnancy, boom, right there. So I am seeing a July, August pregnancy here for some of you guys. For others, you're going to get pregnant after, you know, you start moving forward with the November, December energy, and you'll find out you're pregnant around January, February, okay? Or that's when you'll be conceiving. For others, bottom of the deck, we have the month of May. So there's going to be like more of a delay because there are other things that you guys are focusing on, okay? So this is what I have for you. I want to see actually for May. Yeah, May. If you conceive in August, you'll be due in May. So for those of you guys who do get a positive pregnancy test in August, okay, or find out you're pregnant in August, you will be due in May. Okay, so that baby's coming in May. But yeah, this is what I have for you. I'm sending so much love, light, and of course, baby dust. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.